Alright, Shalom, Shalom. This is Armor One from the GMS Lionsden Camp, coming at you guys with another lesson. Hope it's edifying to you, Akim, and to you, Aquas as well. But before I get into it, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Kal Halayim La, Yahushua, Yahushua, Bahashem, Raquah, Kodash, Bahamaf. And I want to do a double honors to the apostles of GMS. And salutations to you brothers that's pushing the truth and sincerity. And my lesson is basically on pressing for the mark, pressing for the ultimate prize, alright? Pressing on to being perfect in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, alright? And being in this truth, we become new men, we become a new person. Pushing out the old man, the old ways, the old wickedness ways that we used to follow, and pressing forward towards the new and the righteous pathway, becoming a new man, becoming perfect with Yahweh Shai, alright, through the Spirit, alright. So, with this truth, this is the stepping stone. This is the measuring stick. This is the foundation of a solid foundation. This is the foundation of a solid root, for my powers, alright. This is strength unto us, alright. So we have to, be rooted in this truth and know what's the ultimate price, by continuing in the faith, alright. Because we have to endure all things, alright. We gotta endure unto the end, and it's a prize that comes with it, and immortality, alright, everlasting life, alright, in our heart's desires, alright, But I'm gonna go ahead and get into it, man. This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, If ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. Alright? So entering into the truth, alright, coming into this truth, man, being risen, being awakened, being awoken from the dead, alright. We coming into this truth, alright. We're supposed to be seeking those things that are above, alright, those things that are in heaven, not those things that are on the earth, alright. Now with that being said, those things that, Shalaki, those things that are on the earth, alright, those things are vain, things that's temporary, the things that's gonna fade away, alright. So the real riches, the real pleasures that we should be after are the things that are above, those things that can't be stolen, that can't be taken away from us, alright. So that's what we should be pressing for, alright. So it says, if ye then be risen with Hamashiach, seek those things which are above, where Hamashiach sitteth on the right hand of Yahweh. It says, set your affection on things above, not on things on the earth. Alright. So we have to we've been in this truth, we gotta set our minds, our hearts on things above, alright, and not on things of the earth. Because these things that's on the earth are not to be compared unto what Yahweh Shem Yahushua has for us. Alright. So this is Philippians chapter 3, verse 13. It says, Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind, and reaching forth unto those things which are before. Alright. So being in this truth, man, we gotta forget those things that were, before us. No, not before, but before this truth. Alright. So those things that were behind, alright, aforetime, alright, we're supposed to forget those, alright. That shouldn't be on our minds, but being in this flesh, we are weak, alright. But with the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we are strong. So we're supposed to keep going, keep pressing towards the future, alright. Going forward and not backwards, alright. Because in this truth, we have to continue. We have to continue to fight, It's a spiritual battle, all right. And knowing these things that's to come, you know, martial law, these wars are popping off. Different storms are tearing up these different countries, all right. Famine is coming, all right. So we gotta strengthen ourselves and be rooted in this truth, all right. So we can, you know, be able to press forward that mark, all right, so we can be able to endure these things that are to come, all right. The microchip, the RFID chip, is on the way, all right. It's popping off, all right, with these cryptocurrencies that these other countries like Russia and China and Japan are, going to, all right. So it's a lot of things that's correlating with to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai has going on, all right. So we gotta see those things that's above, man. Keep fighting, keep pressing, man. All right. So this is verse 14. It says, I press toward the mark for the price of the high calling of Yahweh and Hamashiach Yahushua. All right. So when we press towards that mark, thinking about those things above, what I'm saying, that's in heaven with our powers. All right. That should be a motivation, man. We with this truth, man. This is all we got, and only a certain few have obtained and have been able to retain this word. All right. Many are called, but few are chosen. All right. So many may be called to hear the truth and do the truth, but it's only a few that's gonna really take heed and continue to do the truth. All right, and not slack off and not fall off. All right. So we gotta press towards the mark, press towards our powers. All right, press toward being one of his disciples, one of his servants. All right, being called, one of his servants. All right. Right. You know what I'm saying? Reaching for that crown, man. To be crowned as a king, man. As a prince. Shalaki. Alright, so this is the last scripture. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24. It says, Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. Alright, so we know, how when they in a, how people run track, they running for a prize, they running for the ultimate prize. And all over running, but only one person can win, the ultimate prize. That's the same thing in today's society with all these other nations, all right. And then with us, the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we all pressing for the mark, but only a few could obtain the ultimate prize, all right. So the nation of Israel is the only nation that have a chance to run this race, all right. But only a chosen few, a select few, 144,000, all right, plus 1/3 of our people are able to run this race, all right, and actually press for that mark, all right. So it says, Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize. So run that ye may obtain. All right. So it says run so that you can obtain that prize, that mark. All right, that crown. It says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. And that word temperate is discipline. All right. So it says, and every man that striveth for the mastery is disciplined in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we in incorruptible. All right. So it's many that's running for the race, but running running the race for the wrong cause. All right, and also running for the wrong prize, because there's a lot of people that goes off and looking for glory, vain glory, or being shamefaced and try to be glorified in their shamefulness. All right, but We're not after to be glorified by many people. We're trying to be glorified by our powers, which is Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. All right. So you know the prize that we after is incorruptible. All right. It's internal. It's everlasting. All right. So that's what we need to press for. And with that being said, keep fighting, brothers. Keep fighting, Akim. This is a major race. This is a major uh, goal that we after. We all have to be on one mind, be with one mind, be correlated with each other and with our powers. With that being said, I want to say Shalom, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. And again, double honors to the apostles of GMS and my elders as well. And Shalom.